Om Shuklam Varadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashante Vyasam Vasishthanaptaram Shakti Pautramakalmasham Parasharatmajam Vande Shukatatam Taponidhim Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasarupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahmanitaye Vasisthaya Namo Namaha Avikaraya Shuddhaya Nityaya Paramatmane Sadaika Rupaya Vishnave Sarvajishnave Yasya Smarana Matrena Janma Samsara Bandhanat Vimuchyate Namastasmai Vishnave Prabha Vishnave Om Namo Vishnave Prabha Vishnave Om Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanam Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om. So in the Vishnu Sahasranama talks, we are studying each nama quite briefly, not in much detail, and mostly sticking to the Shankara Bhashyam. You know, I told you, Sri Shankaracharya has written a Bhashyam on every nama of the Vishnu Sahasranama. And Pujya Swamiji's talks on the Vishnu Sahasranama has been transcribed into this book. Yeah? And so we see that every nama that we understand is a window by which I appreciate the nature of Bhagavan even more. Yeah? The vastness, the depth, the glory of Bhagavan, I am appreciating more. Okay? So now we are going to see the next shloka, that is number 13. So let us see what are the namas in verse number 13. We will chant it first. Rudro Bahushira Babrur Vishwayonishuchishavaha Rudro Bahushira Babrur Vishwayonishuchishavaha Amrita Shashvatasthanu Vararoho Mahatapaha Amrita Shashvatasthanu Vararoho Mahatapaha Rudro Bahushira Babrur Vishwayonishuchishavaha Amrita Shashvatasthanu Vararoho Mahatapaha. So when we do this Padacheda, we come across these 9 namas in this shloka number 13. What are they? Rudraha, Bahu Shiras or Bahu Shiraha, Babruhu, Vishwayonihi, Shuchishravaha, Amritaha, Shashvataha, Shashvatasthānuhu, one word. Shashvatasthānuhu, Vararohaha, and Mahatapaha. So these are the 9 names further glorifying the Lord in the Vishnu Sahasranama. So we are going to see that now. The first nama in this is Rudraha. Now, Rudra, we know, is the form of Lord Shiva, rather fierce form of Lord Shiva, who rodayati. Rodayati means causes tears. So the Lord who causes tears, rodayati iti rudraha. Yeah. Now, why would the Lord do that? And when? So it is said that the Lord at Samhara Kale, at the Pralaya, when all the jivas have to be withdrawn into the causal state in the Avyaktam, then being helpless, the jivas, are crying, are suffering and in pain. So, rodayati. Yeah. So, one who gives tears means what? Bhagavan is not biased, causing somebody to cry and making somebody else happy. No. Bhagavan is the karma phala data. So, it is clear that whatever one experiences, it is the result of one's own karma phalam, exercise of the purushartha or free will in the past. Yeah, and Bhagavan is just connecting the kartritvam and the karma phalam. So that is the actual meaning there. Now the word ru, the syllable ru or rut means suffering. But Rudra also removes tears. How? Because the Sri Rudram is the greatest prayaschitta karma that one can do. In most of our temples, we know there is a Rudrabhishekam early in the morning. Yeah? So it is like, we wash away the Papa Karma Phalam, the psychological sense of guilt, guilt by chanting the Sri Rudram or contributing to a Rudrabhishekam. So in that sense, Bhagavan also removes the suffering, when we surrender to that Rudra. Yeah? So that is the first nama here. Then we have Bahu Shira. Bahu Shiraha. Shiras means head. So the one who has innumerable and countless heads, who's endowed with, that is the Lord. So here, Sahasra Shirsha Purushaha. Purusha Suktam, the Virat Swarupa, the cosmic being, is described as the one with countless heads, faces, mouths, hands, feet. Even in the Gita, chapter 13, we came across that. Sarvato Panipadam Tat Sarvata Shishiror Mukham. Countless heads. So, which means it is the Bhagavan that is indwelling in every upadhi. And as though thinking through every head, looking through every pair of eyes, and walking through every pair of feet. So all these limbs belong to the form of Bhagavan. So Bahushira is just another name for the Virat Swarupa of the Lord, which you remember was shown to Arjuna in chapter 11 of the Gita, Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga chapter. Then the next nama is a short one, Babruhu. Babruhu means the one who bibharti. The verb bibharti means to support. Yeah? As the Vishwadharaha. You are the Vishwadharaha. You support the entire universe. Yeah? How does the Lord support the whole universe? Because you see that there is an order. It's a very intelligent order built to the universe. There is a physical order, how everything that is created is subject to time, and there is a process there. Then there's an anatomical order, there's a psychological order, there's a law of karma, law of dharma. So all this presupposes a very intelligent creator, the Nimitta Karanam, that is Bhagavan. So you are Babruhu. You are the supporter of the entire universe. Then Vishwayonihi. Vishwayonihi, we have seen it under different names as Vishwaretas before, or Prajabhavaha. Remember, Vishwaretas was the seed of the universe. And here Vishwayonihi means the womb. The womb from which the entire universe has emerged. No? See, Bhagavan has to be understood as the twofold cause of the Jagat. One is the intelligent cause, Nimitta Karanam, and the second one is the material cause. So it is Bhagavan's as the material cause which is referred to here. No? Only the Jagat can only form in the womb. No? And so it is the Mother Nature or the Maya Shakti referred to here, the one that belongs to the Lord. So you are the cause of all the worlds, yeah? And the Jivas as the material cause of the entire Jagat. Then Shuchi Shravaha. Shuchi means pure. Shuchi dhatu. No, Shuchi. And Shrava is listening. So the Lord, whose names when repeated are very, very pleasant and purifying. No? Achyutananda Govinda Namo Charana Bheshachar Nashyanti Sakalaroga Satyam Satyam Vadamyaham. We know this shloka, which is chanted, for all any rogas. So the moment we utter Achyuta, Ananta, Govinda, any nama of the Lord, it is so purifying for the Sukshma Shariram, and which removes all the negativities, the Kama Krodha, the Raga Dveshas, and elevates the mind. So you are Shuchi Shravaha, the one whose names when repeated are purifying. That is the first line. Rudraha Bahushira Babruhu Vishwayonihi Shuchi Shravaha. Second line has Amritaha Shashvatah Sthanuhu Vararopaha and Mahatapaha. 4 names. Amritaha also we have come across many times. Amritaha means na mritaha, for whom there is no maranam. Why? Because Bhagavan is Nityavastu, not subject to time, never created. In fact, Bhagavan is the creator of the world, but nobody has created Bhagavan. He is the causeless cause for whom there are no parents. That is the nature of Bhagavan. And so Amritaha. Amritaha, for whom there is no Maranam, no Shatvikaras. The Upanishads say he is Ajaraha, Amaraha. Ajaraha means there is no Jara, no aging. If there is no birth, how can there be aging? And no change and no decay and decline. Amritaha. Then Shashvataha. Shashvata Sthanuhu, Shankaracharya has taken it as one nama. Shashvata means Shvaha Yahatishtati iti Shashvataha. That which will remain tomorrow. Yeah, that is that which will not change. You are the invariable constant, Nityavastu. In chapter 15 Gita, we are seeing the nature of the Samsara Vrikshaha. And that is described as Ashvataha, Ashashvata, opposite. Yeah, whereas the root of the Samsara Vriksha is Shashvata, eternal. And Sthanuhu, the literal meaning is a post, something that which is stationary. And here the meaning for the Lord is the one who is Kutastaha, Kutavat Tishtati. Where like the anvil on which metal items are hammered by the ironsmith in order to shape them. The anvil does not change, but whatever is placed on it is changed into the form desired. Yeah. So Bhagavan is the Kutastaha Sthanuhu, like the changeless screen, but supporting change. All the jivas, we know they are born, they grow, they change, and there is decay and decline. But there is a supporting adhara for all the changes, and that is Sthanuhu. So Shashvata Sthanuhu together would mean that which is eternal and steady, ever steady. Then we have an interesting word, Vararohaha. Vararohaha, the word Vara means Varenium, Shreshtaha, superior or exalted, best. And then Arohaha. Arohaha also, we know, we have, what is Vriksharohanam? Vriksharohanam means when we climb on to a tree, ascending. Then in swaras, in music, we have swara, arohanam. Arohanam are the ascending notes. Then descending notes is avarohanam. So generally they go in pairs. When there is arohanam, there will be avarohanam also. Yeah. In whether it is a mountain you're climbing to, or a horse, or a building, or the ragas, no. But here, Bhagavan, you are Vararohaha, means you are the best form of ascent. So when one climbs or reaches Bhagavan, there is no more avarohanam. There is no more downfall. There is no more fall. No? So Puja Swamiji will say, we should meditate that we have climbed on to the lap of Bhagavan as young Prahalada or Dhruva. No? That is the Arohanam talked about here. No? So once one reaches the knowledge of Bhagavan, the understanding of Bhagavan, there is no more return to suffering. Yat katva na nivartanti bhuyaha. Yasmin gataha na nivartanti. Having gained that Paramadhama, the lap of Ishvara, there is no return to samsara. So you are that ultimate refuge and ultimate abode. Vararohaha. Then the last one in this shloka is Mahatapaha. Tapas, we know, tapas is any kind of discomfort or austerity we perform voluntarily. Ekadashi, fasting, maunam, ityadi. But here, Bhagavan is called the great tapasvi, Mahatapaha. Why? Because the nature of tapas for Bhagavan is not fasting, because there are no limbs and no hands and feet or stomach, but it is in the form of knowledge, jnana tapas. In the Mundaka Upanishad, in the very first khanda, we saw that, no? Tapasa chiyate brahma. So before a cycle is to be created, what is Brahma doing? Visualization. So chiyate. Chiyate means to expand. So the Param Brahma has to visualize, where did the previous cycle end, which yuga, and how were the jivas all withdrawn into the Samhara Kala. Now I have to restore the condition so that there is a continuity. So the jivas have to be given a platform where they can perform their karmas and continue to the next stage and to the next level. So all this involves jnanam. So Bhagavan represents that nimitta karanam, that intelligent cause which remembers what happened in the previous srishti and then brings back the condition in the next cycle of creation. Very similar to how when we boot our computers, no? So when the computer is shut down, everything gets saved, no? And then when we boot it up again, there was a period of hibernation for a few hours, and then all the documents, the files, and the apps are all restored. So this is what Bhagavan does by the power of knowledge in every srishti. Srishti after srishti. So that is the first, the 13th shloka, which we can see again. Rudro bahushira baprur vishvayonishuchishavaha amrita shashvatasthánur vararoho mahatapaha. So these 9 names are referring to the Bhagavan in the various his nature, his functions. Yeah. Now let's go to the next 14th shloka, and that is Sarvaga Sarva Vidhanur Vishwakseno Janardanaha. Sarvaga Sarva Vidhanur Vishwakseno Janardanaha. Vedo Veda Vidavyango Vedango Veda Vidkavihi. Vedo Veda Vidavyango Vedango Veda Vidkavihi. So sometimes it is very nice to see in shlokas, a certain verb will be repeated. Now you notice the second line, Veda, 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 Veda. And like that, there are several shlokas where there is a repetition. So here we have 10 namas of Bhagavan, and they are Sarvagaha, Sarvavid Bhanuhu, Vishwaksenaha, Janardanaha, Vedaha, Vedavit, Avyangaha, Vedangaha, Vedavit again, and Kavihi. The 10 namas here. Let us look at it one by one. Sarvagaha. Sarvagaha means etymologically Sarvatra Gacchati iti Sarvagaha. So the one who goes everywhere, that is Bhagavan. Now, how can that be true? How can one without hands and feet, no body, bodiless Bhagavan, go places? So here in the Bhashyam it is said, Karanatvat. Because Bhagavan is the Jagat Karanam. And the Karanam always pervades the Karyam. No? Again, back to the familiar pot. Clay being the Karanam and the cause of the pot, it pervades the pot. So wherever there is a pot, it is as though clay has gone everywhere. No? So here, the everywhere, the all pervading Vyapta nature is meant here. That is, Bhagavan has gone everywhere in the entire Jagat, means he is present. He has entered and permeated the entire Jagat Karyam. No? Karanatvat Sarvagaha. Like space. Can you go anywhere where there is no space? Space is without boundary. Space is accommodating everything, the entire universe. Yeah. But you, Bhagavan, you are the parent of space. So you pervade even space. So where are you not? And hence you are Sarvagaha, Sarvatra Gacchati. Then we have the next nama was Sarvavid Bhanuhu was taken as one nama. So let's see Sarvavid first. Sarvavid means Sarvam Veti iti Sarvavid. The one who knows everything. Or Vindati also we can take. One who attains everything is a Sarvavid. And Bhanu is sun. Of course, figuratively, it is you, Bhagavan, you are the sun of all suns. You are the most luminous being. No? And Sarvavid means all knowledge. Yeah? All knowledge, the one who knows in detail everything. You take any species, any life form. No? What is the duration, lifespan of that life form? What are the limbs? No? What are the functions of the way? Everything in minute detail, the one who knows is a Sarvavid. And that is you, Bhagavan. Then Bhanuhu is, you are the sun, S-U-N. No? And we have seen several shlokas in the Gita describing the Lord as Jyotisham Jyotihi. Jyotisham apitat Jyotihi tamasah paramuchyate jnanam neyam jnanagamyam hridi sarvasya vishtati. So you are the light of all lights, light of awareness, And you lend the sentience to all these sources of lights we have in the universe. Sun, moon, stars, lightning, fire, and also our mind and senses. You know, our senses are also jyotis because they light up the sense objects. The ears are jyoti because they light up the sounds. So like that, every jnana indriyam is a jyoti. But then all these jyotis, who is lighting up all these jyotis? You. You are the ultimate and sarvashreshta bhanu. You are jyotisham jyoti. No, we saw that mantra in Mundaka also recently. Na tatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam ema vityato bhanti kutoyam agnihi tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam tasya bhasa sarvamidham vibhati. So you are the bhanu, not in a physical sense, but figurative sense. You are the light of sentience, light of awareness. You are lighting up the mind, the sense organs, and the whole world. Yeah, yada dityagatam tejaha jagatbhasayate kalam yachandramasi yachagnav tattejo vidhi mamakam. We are going to see this in chapter 15, where Bhagavan says to Arjuna, yada dityagatam tejaha, the tejas you see in the sun, and yachandramasi yachagnav, in the fire, the tejas, and in the moonlight, no, vidhi mamakam, that is my light. So that is the meaning which we have come across many times here. Then that was Sarvavid Bhanuhu. Then Vishwak Senaha. Vishwak, the prefix means on all sides, everywhere. And Sena is the armies. So you, Bhagavan, you have the armies on all sides. That means as the Palaka. You know, Vishwapalakas. Vishwapalakas are the deities, the guardians and the devatas that are ensuring that there is harmony in the universe. You know? There is sun to regulate the temperature and life on earth. You know, like that, there is Yama Devata, there is Prithvi, and Vayu, Varuna, Aditya, Surya, Chandra. So like that, the phenomenon of nature, they're all governed by the Sukshma powers, and that is your army. So you're surrounded with the armies that never fail you, and hence you are the Vishwak Senaha. Then we come to a familiar nama, Janardanaha. Janardanaha, as you know, is a name for Narayana. But here there are two meanings. One is Janan Ardayati iti Janardanaha. The one who torments Janan, who torments people. But what kind of people? Durjanan Jana, the Dushtas. You know, those who are opposed to Dharma, you hinasti, you destroy them. The Asuras. And the second meaning is Janehi Ardhyate iti Janardanaha. You are the one sought after by the people. Ardhyate. You know, Ardhanam, there's a meaning in Sanskritam called Yachana. You know, Yachana is to implore, is to ask for something. So what are people going to ask you for? There are two categories. One is Abhyudaya Phalam. Abhyudaya Phalam means material well-being. The Artha, Arthartha Bhaktas, they will ask for Abhyudayam. You know, health, wealth, you know, Pashu, Putra, Pautra, all these categories we put in the Sankalpas, you know, which is fine. You are the grantor of all those Punya Karma Phalams. But then the higher Phalam is the Nishreyasa Moksha Phalam. So Abhyudaya and Nishreyasa, these are the what is sought after by the Jana. So Janehi Ardhyate iti Janardanaha. And you are the Janardana who blesses the people with what they are desiring. Of course, in keeping with the karma. That is Janardanaha. That is the first line. So Sarvagaha, Sarvavid Bhanuhu, Vishwaksenaha, Janardanaha, 4 names in the first line. The second one we have Vedaha, Vedavit, Avyangaha, Vedangaha, Vedavit again, and Kavihi. Let us see those meanings. So Vedaha. We know that the Vedas are the oldest scriptures in the world. Yeah? Now, Veda, you are in the form of the Vedas. Now, we know that in every cycle of creation, along with the Jivas, the subtle worlds, and the gross worlds, what else is born? Vedas. So, Vedas are like the user manual for the entire humanity. They have the guidelines. How can I live this life pursuing the goals? So the Vedas are like the breath of Ishvara. They're called Apaurusheya Pramana. Apaurusheya means not man-made. They are the breath of Ishvara. They're born of the mind of Ishvara, and they've been received in the minds of the rishis. And then through the Rishi Parampara, we gain the knowledge of all the various arts and sciences, all the Aparavidya, Paravidya, which is the content of the entire Vedas. So you are, in the form of Veda. And also one more meaning Shankaracharya gives is, Vedayati iti Vedaha. You make the devotees know. Yeah? And in the Gita, we have seen that. Tesham anukampartham aham Jnanadipena bhasvata ajnanamajam nashayami. So Bhagavan has said in the Gita that I destroy the darkness of ignorance by lighting the lamp of knowledge in the hearts or in the Deepa of the devotees. So Vedayati, iti Vedaha. Another meaning is you are the cause for knowledge to arise in our hearts and minds. So you destroy the darkness of ignorance, avidya. So both meanings we can take there. Then we have Vedavit. Vedavit is the knower of the Vedas. Obviously, if the Vedas are born of Ishvara, then Ishvara will be the knower of the Vedas. And also because, what is the topic of the Vedas? Ishvara. So it is as though Ishvara is writing an autobiography. The Ishvara is introducing himself in the Vedas. Vedaihi sarvairahameva vedyaha vedantakrit vedavideva chaham. 15th shloka of the 15th chapter. We are going to see that. Yeah. So there Bhagavan says, I am Vedakrit, I am Vedavit, I am Vedantakrit, I am Vedyaha. Which means I have created the Vedas. I am the topic of the Vedas to be known, Vedyaha, and I am the knower of the Vedas, Vedavit also. And Vedantakrit. So Pujya Swamiji would give this example. Vedantakrit means Guru. The one who tells the Shishya that you are also Bhagavan. So Bhagavan appears as the Guru, and the Guru makes the Shishyas know of the essential oneness. So Vedantakrit is referring to the Guru. So here, this is that meaning, Vedavit. Then Avyangaha. Now, Vyangaha means a limb. No? Avyangaha means impairment, no, deficiency. The differently abled people, we call them Divyanga. No, Divyanga. So here, Bhagavan is called Avyanga, means you are without deficiency. You are without any disability. You are Paripurnaha. You are of the nature of fullness. You are complete. You are whole. Yeah. And that is what we are praising in the concluding mantra always. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnam Purnamudachyate. Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. You are Purnam, and whatever is removed, Purnam will remain Purnam. Now you cannot add anything to Purnam, you cannot subtract from Purnam. Purnam remains ever Paripurnam, like the ocean. So that is your nature. Satyam Jnanam Anantam, infinitely, and you are complete. So Avyangaha. Then another meaning Shankaracharya gives is Vyangaha means Vyaktaha. Vyaktaha means manifest. Manifest means something that's available to my mind and senses and very much tangible. But you are Avyangaha means Avyaktaha. Avyaktoyam. Gita also, we've come across this. You are not available for objectification. Yeah? Unmanifest. Aprameyaha. So, you are Aprameyaha to those who are distracted. But those with subtle minds, which are studied and purified, they behold you as their very essence, as the Antaryami, Pratyagatma. So that is also another meaning. Then we have Vedangaha. Vedangaha is one for whom the Vedas are the limbs. Now, limbs means angas. No? Now, you see, our own angas you take, the hands and the feet. You know how beautifully every organ and limb in the human body has a unique function. Yeah? But all the organs, whether internal or physical organs, they all have to support me, the person, right? The person, in order to gain happiness, security, peace, whatever. So here also it is said that all the angas of the Vedas, you know, the Karma Kanda, the Jnana Kanda, they are all angas which have to be made use of to reach the Angi. Angi is this Moksha Purushaha, is Bhagavan. Yeah? So all the angas, whether it is Jyotish or Niruktam or Vyakaranam, Chandas, school onwards, our schooling, post-graduation, profession, or whatever skills and learnings we have in the world, they should all lead me to you, because you are Vedanga. You are the one whom the angas, every part should lead to culminate in reaching Bhagavan. In other words, Aparavidya has to take me to Paravidya. Aparavidya is only a stepping stone and a setu, bridge. Yeah? Then that is the meaning of Vedanga, one for whom all the content of the Vedas are the limbs. Limbs are the bridge to reach. Then we have one more time Vedavit. In the same shloka, we have the same word Nama, but here Shankaracharya gives a different meaning. Vedavit here is the one who inquires upon the Vedas, Vichareti, one who contemplates upon the Vedas. You know, many times when we visit temples, we will see that when Abhishekam is going on for Vishnu Bhagavan, Taittiriya Upanishad will be chanted, and Rudra Abhishekam in the Dakshinamurti temples. Yeah? But here it is said that may one inquire into the meaning of the Vedic mantras. No? What are the Upanishads unfolding, the truth? Yeah? And so the meaning also one must know, like we are doing right now. We have chanted Vishnu Sahasranama for so many years and decades. Yeah? But now there is an added value when we know the Artha also. Yeah? Expands the mind. In addition to the benefit of simply Vachika Parayanam. So you are the essence of the Veda. So here the Vedavit actually means, see, just like how in one of the Dhyana shlokas of the Gita, we see that if all the Upanishads are the cows, then the milker is Sri Krishna. So Sri Krishna extracts the essence of the Upanishads and gives it to us as Gita Amritam. So too, The Vedavid is like a Sri Krishna, like the Guru, who will take the essence of the Vedas and give it to the people and to the Shishyas. So you are that Vedavid. Then the last word, Nama, in 14 shloka is Kavihi. And we all understand Kavihi as a poet. Yeah. And here the meaning taken is Krantadarshi. Krantadarshi means one who is Trikala Darshi. So Bhagavan sees the past, the present, and the future. Is not limited, does not have limited vision like us, no? Like a Vasishtha or a Valmiki. They all could see all the 3 periods of time. Now, Valmiki wrote the Ramayana even as it was happening. Now, so he already knew the outcome. Sita is going to come to his ashrama. And so he is writing the story of Ramayana. So Bhagavan is praised as the one who has this Trikala Darshanam. All the 3 periods of time. What is to come, what happened in the past, what is happening every moment, that is the Kavi like Bhagavan. So now we've completed these 2 shlokas. So 133 Nama. Let's do one more today, 15. Here also there is one word that gets repeated. Lokadhyaksha suradhyaksho dharmadhyaksha krita kritaha. Lokadhyaksha suradhyaksho dharmadhyaksha krita kritaha. Chaturatma chaturvyuhaha. Chaturdramshtash chaturbhujaha. Chaturdramshtash chaturbhujaha. Lokadhyaksha suradhyaksho dharmadhyaksha krita kritaha. Chaturatma chaturvyuhaha. Chaturdramshtash chaturbhujaha. Lokadhyakshaha suradhyakshaha dharmadhyakshaha krita kritaha. 4 names in the first line. Then Chaturatma, Chaturvyuhaha, Chaturdramshtaha, Chaturbhujaha. So 7 names in total in the shloka number 50. Here again, you see how this Adhyaksha is getting repeated in the first line, and Chatur. Chatur does not mean wise Atma, Chaturatma, but Chatur stands for Chatus. Chatus means 4 in Sanskrit, 4, and we will come to that. So the first Nama in 15th shloka is Lokadhyaksha. See, the word Adhyaksha stems from the root in Sanskrit Iksh. Ikshate means to see. Iksh. So Lokadhyaksha means the Adhyaksha, the president, the supervisor of the entire Loka. Lokadhyaksha. Like we call one Nama for the sun is Lokasakshi. The sun is watching everything. So like that, Bhagavan, you are presiding over all the worlds and you are the overall supervisor. The Gita, the Nama given is Upadrashta. Upadrashta is you oversee all the activities. How does Bhagavan do that? Sakshi Rupena. So there is a witnessing, awareness, indwelling all the beings. And that is the Sakshi. And the Sakshi is that Adhyaksha is overseeing everything. That is the Lokadhyaksha. Then the next Nama is Suradhyaksha. Sura, is Devata. So Suranam Adhyaksha. The one who governs or presides over all the Devatas. Now, the Suras are like the Lokapalakas. We have seen this, how they have their portfolios, their departments. One is in charge of waters, Varuna Devata, or Vayu, or as Aditya, or Yama. They have their departments. But that is a very limited domain. But you are the supreme authority. They have to follow your mandate. No? Taittiriya Upanishad, there are mantras which say, Bhishat Vayu Pavate. Because of the fear, because of your command, the wind has to blow, the sun has to rise, the earth has to spin, and everything is following an order because of you. You are Sura Dhyaksha. Then Dharma Dhyaksha. Dharma Dhyaksha means you are the Adhyaksha, the supervisor of Dharma, and we have to include what? Adharma also. Dharma, Adhyaksha. So the one who, is the all-round raider, like the raider is recording every movement and every bit of Papa Punyam in all the lokas. The perfect accountant is Bhagavan. And why should one do that? Why should Bhagavan do that? In order to maintain the cosmic harmony. As Karma Phala Data, one will be awarded as per the actions. So that Dharma Dhyaksha is the dispenser of the Karma Phalam, Karma Phala Data. Then we have Krita Kritaha. Again, this is a compound. No? Now, Kritaha means created. That which is created is a karyam, like the pot is created. Our body is Krita. The world is Krita. Jagat karyam, we say. No? Whatever is created is a Krita, effect. And then Akrita is that which is the karanam, which is never the effect. So, Akritaha is that which is uncreated. Yeah? So here, Krita Kritaha is praising Bhagavan as you have manifested as Krita, Jagat Karyam, and you are its Akritaha Karanam. Now, Mundaka Upanishad, we saw that word Paravaram. Para means that which is the Karanam, which came before, and Avaram is later, the effect. So Paravaram refers to Param Brahma, who is both Karanam and Karyam. Because the Karyam is none other than the Karanam in a certain Namarupa. And that is meant here. Krita Kritaha. You are both. Both in the sense, essentially both. The essence of both is the Ishvara Tattva. So that is the first line we are done with. Lokadhakshaha, Suradhakshaha, Dharmadhakshaha, Krita Kritaha. Second line is lot of Chatur there. Chaturatma, Chaturvyuhaha, Chaturdramshtaha, Chaturbhujaha. And the Chatus Shabda refers to four. Yeah. So the first of the fours is Chaturatma. It's not wise Atma. It means the four-fold Atma. That means the four-natured Atma. Now, what does that mean? So this is a very profound Nama, which is beautifully explained in the Mandukya Upanishad. Now, Mandukya Upanishad is a small Upanishad of just 12 mantras, which unfolds the meaning of Om. How does it do that? Bhuta, Bhavat, Bhavishyat, Sarvam Omkara Eva Iti. Very first mantra says what was the past, the present, even now, and the future is Om. And we have seen Om is the name for Brahma. If you want to call Brahma, you have to say Om. Om is the shortest, powerful mantra which points to Brahma, Supreme Brahma. So we have seen the Om. The Om is made of the three syllables, Akara, Ukara, Makara. Yeah, so the akara refers to the entire Jagrat Avastha. And Ukara is the Swapna Avastha. And Makara is the Sushupti Avastha. Then, so that is the three. Now, Mandukya says these are the three quarters. Then what is the fourth? The fourth is that which pervades the three. The Jagrat Avastha is there for a few hours. And they're all mutually exclusive. But the fourth is present in all the three. And so that is the meaning of this word Chaturatma. Chaturatma means you are in all the three and beyond also. Yeah? Chaturatma. Very profound nama here. Okay. Like the actor, familiar example of an actor. An actor performs in 3 films as a beggar, as a police inspector, or a lawyer. Yeah? But he is really the fourth. He is the actor. Yeah? He is present in all the 3, but he is the actor. So that is why we have Chatur. Yeah? Chaturatma. Something to be contemplated upon, this word. Then Chatur Vyuhaha. See, Vyuhaha means manifestation. Yeah? So the one who manifests in 4 ways in the cycles of creation is Bhagavan. Now we have these names: Aniruddha, Pradyumna, Samkarshana, Vasudeva. So there are these different manifestations of the Lord in their different cosmic functions. Srishti, Sthiti, Laya, there are different manifestations. So those 4 manifestations are collectively referred to here as Chatur Vyuhaha. The one who manifests in a 4-fold way in order to maintain the cosmic functions. Then we have Chatur Dramshtaha. Dramshtaha, we have come across this word in the Gita also. Dramshtani Karalani. Chapter 11, remember how terrified Arjuna was when he sees the protruding canine teeth in the Virat Swarupa of Bhagavan. That is called Dramshtra. Dramshtra means the protruding fang-like teeth. Yeah. So here, Chatur Dramshtaha means the one who has these 4, teeth. Yeah? Referring to the Narasimha Avatar. You all know the story, how the Narasimha Avatara appears in a ferocious form and protects the devotee Prahlada. So you, Lord, you who manifested, you are the Chatur Dramshtaha. And then the last nama is Chatur Bhujaha, the most auspicious and pleasing form that is familiar to us. Shankha Chakra Gada Hasta, that is the Narayana who has a Shankha. The Shankha is the sound of Om. And then Chakra symbolizes the Sudarshana Chakra, which destroys negativity, destroys Asuras. Really, the Asuras are all not external, internal. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Madamoha, Matsaryam, Shad, Ripavaha are the internal 6 enemies. So, Chakra, then Gada, or sometimes we find Narayana with the Abhaya Hasta, Ma Shuchaha will be written sometimes in temples. Do not fear is one Abhaya Mudra. And then one hand will be showing downwards. Downwards means to the feet. So Bhagavan is pointing to his feet and says, come, take Sharanagati, surrender to me, and you will be free from worries. So that is the 4-armed Chaturbhuja Mahavishnu Narayana. And in the 11th chapter also, Arjuna being frightened of the Virat Swarupa, he begs his dear friend, he says, come back to this Chaturbhuja form that I long to see, which is auspicious and pleasing. You know, yes, Somya Vapuhu. I want to see that again. So these are the namas we covered today in shlokas 13, 14 and 15. And so now the count is 141. 141 namas. No? So let us chant these once again briefly so that we will. And as we chant, maybe the meaning may also flash on your minds, but the more consciously you write it down as Maranam, or you do a few minutes of meditation so that the meaning goes deeper in the mind, then it will become more habitual. Rudro bahushira baprur vishvayonishuchishavaha Amrita shashvatasthanud vararoho mahatapaham Sarvaga sarvavidbhanur vishvakseno janardanaha Vedo veda vidavyango Vedango vedavidkavihi Lokadhyakshasuradhyaksho dharmadhyakshah kritakritaha Chaturatma chaturvyuhars Chatudramshtash chaturbhujaha Om Swasti prajabhya paripalantam Nyayena margena mahi mahishaha Go brahmanebhya shubhamastu nityam Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu Kali varshatu parjanyaha Prithvi sasya shalini Desho yam shobharahitaha Brahmana santu nirbhayaha Sarve bhavantu sukhinah Sarve santu niramayaha Sarve bhadrani pashyantu Ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet Asato ma sadgamaya Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya Mrityorma amritangamaya Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Kayena Vacha Manasendriyarva Buddhyatmana Va Prakriti Swabhavat Karomi Adyat Sakalam Parasmai Narayanayeti Samarpayami Om Shanti 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 Om Shri Krishna Arpanamastu